Welcome to the depths of Greek mythology, where we explore the shadowy reign of Hades, the lord of the underworld. Here, we dive into his immense powers, his rule over death, and the dark forces that make him one of the most enigmatic and fearsome gods. Hades, the god of the underworld. Hades, the god of the underworld in Greek mythology, wields immense power over death, spirits, and subterranean forces. Unlike Zeus and Poseidon, his influence extends beyond the living world, making him a unique and fearsome deity. Dominion over the underworld. As the ruler of the underworld, Hades has absolute authority over the souls of the dead. He enforces the laws of the afterlife, ensuring order amongst spirits and preventing escape. Unlike other gods, he rarely intervenes in mortal affairs unless provoked. Necromancy, lord of the dead. Hades has the power to summon, control, and communicate with the dead. Necromancers and seers often invoke his name to gain knowledge from spirits. He can also raise legions of undead beings, making him a terrifying force in battle. Immortality and invulnerability. Like all Olympian gods, Hades is immortal and immune to disease, aging, and natural decay. He cannot be killed by conventional means and possesses a divine resilience that makes him nearly indestructible. The Helm of Darkness, Cap of Invisibility. One of his most famous abilities comes from the Helm of Darkness, a gift from the Cyclopes. This helmet grants complete invisibility and allows him to move undetected, even by gods. It is often used for espionage or surprise attacks. Shadow manipulation. Hades can bend and move through shadows, using them to conceal himself or travel unnoticed. He can also summon shadowy figures or even use darkness offensively, striking fear into the hearts of his enemies. Wealth and precious metals, the rich one. Hades is often called Pluton, the giver of wealth, because he controls all the precious metals and gems beneath the earth. He can command veins of gold, silver, and jewels to rise or be hidden, influencing mortal economies. Geokinesis, earth manipulation. As a god connected to the deep earth, Hades can cause earthquakes, open chasms, and reshape the underworld's terrain. He can summon volcanic eruptions or shift the ground beneath his enemies, making them fall into the abyss. Death sense, the all-seeing judge. Hades knows when a mortal's time has come. He can perceive the moment of death and ensure that the soul is properly guided to the afterlife. This ability makes it nearly impossible to cheat death under his watch. Soul manipulation. Hades has control over the movement and fate of souls. He decides their placement in the underworld Elysium for the heroic, Asphodel for the ordinary, and Tartarus for the damned. He can also deny or allow reincarnation. Fear inducement, the presence of death. His presence alone can instill overwhelming dread, even in gods. Mortals who gaze upon him often feel an unbearable weight of despair, as if death itself is watching. Curse bestowal. Hades can place unbreakable curses upon mortals and gods alike. These can include eternal torment, like Sisyphus, barring souls from reincarnation, or afflicting the living with misfortune and madness. Underworld, summoning creatures of darkness. Hades can summon powerful creatures from the underworld, such as Cerberus, his three-headed hound, guardian of the gates. The Erinyes, Furies, spirits of vengeance who punish the wicked. Charon, the ferryman of the dead, who serves him faithfully. Underworld shades, spirits that can be sent as omens or warriors. Fire and darkness manipulation. Though not commonly associated with fire like Hephaestus or Hestia, some myths suggest that Hades can control the flames of the underworld, particularly those in Tartarus. He may also wield black flames, representing eternal punishment, binding, and imprisonment. Unlike other gods, Hades rarely lets anyone leave his domain. Once a soul enters, it cannot escape unless he wills it. Even gods like Persephone and Theseus have struggled against his imprisoning power. Resurrection, denial. Hades ensures that the dead remain in the underworld. Unlike gods like Apollo or Asclepius, who can revive mortals, Hades restricts souls from returning, making resurrection nearly impossible without his consent. Dream manipulation, visions from the underworld. Hades can send dreams to the living, often as omens or warnings. These dreams may be cryptic or nightmarish, revealing glimpses of the afterlife or impending doom. Master of the River Styx. The river Styx, a sacred boundary of the underworld, is under his command. He enforces oaths sworn upon it and can bestow invulnerability through its waters, as seen with Achilles. Dark magic and forbidden knowledge. As a god associated with the dead, Hades has access to dark magic, including necromantic rituals, spirit invocation, and powerful underworld sorcery feared even by the other gods. Unyielding willpower. Unlike the other Olympians, Hades is cold, calculating, and nearly impossible to sway. He does not act impulsively, making him one of the most disciplined and determined deities. Influence over fate. While not directly in control of fate, that role belongs to the Moirai fates. Hades plays a key part in determining a soul's final judgment, affecting their destiny for eternity. Hades is not just a god of death, he is a guardian of order, a master of souls, and a keeper of divine wealth. His power rivals that of Zeus and Poseidon, but he prefers to remain in his shadowy kingdom, ensuring that the cycle of life and death continues undisturbed. Subscribe to Mighty Hub and stay mighty.